7,000 years ago, there was a king. And what do all kings want? Power. What else? Money. To be to be God. Right? We all want to be little demigods. Look at the world, look at ourselves. We all want to be little demigods in our environment, in our community. We want people to think that we're great. And there's no difference now than 7,000 years ago. The ego is just as strong then than it is now. So in the same way, this king, he wanted to be God. He wanted to be powerful. He wanted to be eternal. Can we be eternal? No. Everything turns to dust. So he did his rituals, he did his tapas, and he went deep into the forest, and for thousands of years he would meditate. And eventually Brahma comes. And Brahma is the Lord of creation. He's a demigod given power by Hari to create. And so Brahma was pleased with this penance, and he comes to this king. And what is the king's name? Hiranyakashipu. And he says, "What do you want, my dear? You've been doing all of these practices. What do you want?" And the king says, "I want to be eternal. I want to live forever. I do not want to die." And Brahma looks and he starts laughing. He says, "How can I give you that? I myself have a time limit. Creation comes, creation goes. Universes are created, universes are destroyed. Once this universe is destroyed, I'm also going to leave. I can't give you what you're looking for. I can't make you eternal. Only the Lord is eternal." So Hiranyakashipu thinks for a little while and he says, "Okay, if I can't be eternal, give me 3 blessings. One is I cannot die in the night or during the day. Not in the night, not during the day. Second, I cannot die inside or outside. Third, I cannot be killed by any man or any animal. And fourth, I said 3, but there's 4. I cannot be killed by any man-made weapon." What was the first one? Day or night. Second? Inside, outside. Third? Man or animal. Fourth? Man-made weapon. So Brahma says, "Tatastu." So be it. So when Hiranyakashipu was going into the forest, doing his penance, he had a wife. And the wife was pregnant. And the wife said, "Instead of me hanging out in the kingdom, I'm going to go and be with my guru. I'm going to go to Elmira. I have my tickets booked. You do your thing somewhere else. I'm going to be with the devotees. I'm going to celebrate the Lord. I'm going to be doing 24-hour yagnas with Swami Tulsidas." At that time, maybe it was 72 hours. Who knows? So she's deep in her sadhana. This is the difference. Hiranyakashipu was doing intense tapas. He was fasting. He was doing all types of things, putting his left hand in the air, his right foot off the ground for years and years. He was doing very intense practices. His wife was also doing very intense practices. One was for God, one was for the world. That's the difference. So we're doing sadhana for who? God. He's doing sadhana for the world. So she had a guru. She had a Satguru. When you have a Satguru, your life is blessed. We have a Sadguru. Paramahamsa Swami Vishwananda. She had a Sadguru. Narada. Okay? Narada is a great saint. And he would always chant the name of the Lord. He would always chant Narayan, Narayan. Just one more time. Narayan, Narayan. Narayan. He's always chanting Narayan. And so she was pregnant with the baby. And in the womb, the baby, all he heard was Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. She gave birth. The moment he came out, he's chanting Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. So this king comes back after receiving these 4 boons. And he becomes unconquerable. He wins all the votes. Becomes president. Conquers the kingdom. Promises, I will bring change. And then conquers everything. And at this point, after he finishes conquering everything, he calls his child. What was the child's name? Prahlad. And he says to Prahlad, I have conquered the world. I have conquered everything. I am undefeated. Who is God? And what does he say? Narayan, Narayan. Hiranyakashipu is like, my hearing is bad. Let me ask you again, who is God? And what does he say? Who is this Narayan? Let me ask again. Who is God? Okay. So he says, no, I am God. I've conquered everything. And Prahlad says, no, 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 no. That Lord is all-pervading. That Lord is Hari. That Lord is Narayan. It's in everything. It's in everywhere. It's truth, consciousness, bliss. You are not God. But I know who God is. It's Narayan. It's a very beautiful moment. And there's a wonderful Shabbat sang by Kabir. And he writes about this moment with Narada. Okay, so we'll sing one verse of it and we'll translate it.
Nahi chorure baba ramana merora parasio naika.
Prahlad looks at his father. His father is saying, give up the name of God. Give up the name of Narayana. Do not chant his name. And in this verse, he says, Father, I will not forsake the name of the Lord. I have no interest in anything else but the name.
Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya likade Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya likade Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal.
So in this moment, Hiranyakashipu calls his people over, his secretaries, and he says, take this kid of mine to school. Teach him that I am God. Teach him that I am the ultimate. And so they take him to school, and the teachers start writing the name of Hiranyakashipu on the chalkboard. They say, this is the name of God. And he chants this particular verse. He says, only write the name of God on the chalkboard. Only write the name of God on the board. Do not put anybody else's name there. Right? Mere Patya. Only the name of God. Yeah? So chant it one more time.
मेरी पतिया दिखाते हो श्री गोपाल मेरी पतिया दिखाते हो श्री गोपाल नाई छोड़ू रे बाबा रामना मेरो न फरसी हो नाही का नाई छोड़ू रे बाबा रामना मेरो न फरसी हो नाही का मेरी पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल मेरी पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल भला पताये पारण सा संग सका बहु लिए संग सका बहु लिए Boko kaha padhavasa all ja Meri pati likate ho Shri Gopal Boko kaha padhavasa all ja Meri pati likate ho Shri Gopal.
The translation of this verse is Prahlad was sent to school, and he took many of his friends along with him. And Prahlad asked his teacher, "Why do you teach me about worldly affairs? Please write the name of God on the board." So he was taken to school, and the teachers tried to put a bunch of worldly things into his head. Just like us. It's beautiful here, no? Singing the name of God, we're connected. Then as soon as we walk outside of here, what are we doing? Checking Instagram. Doom scrolling. The world is coming. But Prahlad is saying to the teacher, "Why are you teaching me about worldly things? All I want to know is the name of God." And with time, all of his friends were also only chanting the name of God. And so they were brought in front of Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu looks at the people and he said, "Did you convert my boy? Did he let go of the name of God?" And they were sweating. And he looks at Prahlad and he says, "Who is God?" What does he say? Now Hiranyakashipu doesn't know what to do. He says, "Okay, take him and kill him. Forget it, he's useless. He cannot let go of the name of God. He's useless." It's the same in the world, no? You have to be a little bit crazy, Guruji says, to follow God. The moment that tilak goes on, the world says, oh, no. This guy's useless in the world. We need to go away from him. All he's thinking about is the Lord's name. Once that tilak goes on, okay, we know to stay very far away from him. Maya cannot touch that. So they tie him up and they tried to have an elephant run over him. But as the elephant was running over him, he prayed. And what did he chant? Narayan, Narayan. Then they tried to throw him off of a cliff. Chanted Narayan, Narayan. No matter how they tried to kill him, the name of God never left his lips. How quick do we forget the Lord in our life? How quick do we forget the grace of the Guru in our life? It happens so fast. We forget so quickly. One time, Guruji, after many years of being with him, called me and says, "Why are you still so arrogant? After all of these years being with me, why are you still so arrogant?" And I looked at him and I said, "Because I'm afraid of the future. I don't know what the future holds, and therefore I try to control it. I try to fix it. I try to put my own ego into it." And he looked at me and he says, "Do you know how much I love you? Do you know how much God loves you? If you only knew a little bit about how much He loved you, I promise you, you would never be afraid of anything." So in this way, Prahlad never let go of the name of God, no matter what happened to him.
Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Sunday mara ke kahi jaye, bhla bulaye bekhaye. Sunday mara ke kahi jaye, bhla bulaye bekhaye. Turam khan ki choraban, tujhe turan charu mero kahiyo maan. Turam khan ki choraban, tujhe turan charu mero kahiyo maan.
After repeated attempts at his life, after trying to be killed in many ways by his own father, he finds himself in his father's palace. And the father calls him, and Prahlad looks at him. And he says in this verse, he says, "Father, why do you annoy me over and over again? Why do you annoy me over and over again, trying to remove the name of God from my mouth? It is the Lord who has created the water, the land, the hills, and the mountains. I shall not forsake the one Lord. I would be going against my Guru. I shall worship the Supreme Lord, even if you torture me or throw me into the fire or try to kill me. I will not give up the name of my Lord."
Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, likhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Mokho ka satavo bar bar, hava chalta lagira kiye bahar moko bahasata ho barabar hava chalta lagira kiye bahar ikaramana chodu guru vegar moko galachara banve marada ikaramana chodu
As they were having this conversation, the sun was setting. It was not day, it was not night. It was the twilight time. And as they're having this conversation in the twilight, Prahlad looks around and they found themselves in the veranda. It's not inside, it's not outside. And as this conversation is going, and as Hiranyakashipu is trying to get Prahlad to give up the name of God, and hearing Prahlad continue to say, I will not do it, the king drew his sword and in a rage said, show me your protector now. Where is he? Where is this Narayana? You say he's there. You say he's going to be coming to you for help. Where is he? And in that moment, there is a loud creak, a break. And there's a pillar, just like a pillar like this. And Hiranyakashipu says, is your God in that pillar? Is Narayana in that pillar? And what does Prahlad say? Yes. Would you say yes? You'd say maybe. Let me run some scientific tests on the pillar. Let me see what the composition is. Then we'll see if it's possible for the Lord to come out of this pillar. That's how we are, no? We're so thirsty for love. And when we go to the Sadguru, when we go in front of God and we say, please give us something to quench our thirst, and the Guru gives us the water, we say, what is this water made out of? Is it H2O? Is it hydrogen? Is it carbon dioxide? What's the composition of this water? And the Guru is like, you idiot, just drink it. Who cares what it's made out of? You're dying of thirst. For lifetimes you've not had a sip. And now you're sitting in front of me asking about the composition of this water? Just drink it. And so in this way, Prahlad said, yes, my Lord is in that pillar. And Hiranyakashipu takes this pillar and let us see. And with all his might, he breaks the pillar. And with one crack, there's a sound. There's a roar. How does the roar go? Who can do a roar? Give me a roar. No, stronger. I'm not scared. Again, on 3. 1. Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah! And from the pillar, it breaks and it comes this half man, half lion. Beautiful incarnation of the Lord. One that nobody has ever seen before. Nobody is even able to fathom such a manifestation of the Lord. So fierce, but so loving. So intense, but so graceful. And he grabs Hiranyakashipu. And with the fierceness, he takes his nails and he puts it into Hiranyakashipu and he rips out the intestines. and growling with fiercity. He takes the intestines and he puts it on himself. And he doesn't stop. That fierce love that he had for his bhakta, he could not stop. That energy was so strong. Everybody tried to stop him. Deities from different lokas tried to come down and try to say, calm down, it is done. Your bhakta has been saved. Calm. If you keep going like this, you will destroy this universe. They tried to bring Lakshmi. Lakshmi said, there's no way I'm going in front of him. I've never seen my Lord like this. And so they all go to Prahlad and they say, Prahlad, you have to calm him down. And so he looks at Narasimha and he says, you are my Lord. I will never forsake you. You have come to help me. Now please be merciful, be kind. And with this, Narasimha calmed down. And then everybody came and they sang the name of God.
Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, dikhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Meri patiya, meri patiya, meri patiya, dikhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Nai chodu re Baba Ramana, nai chodu re Baba Ramana. Nahi chodu re Baba Ramana, nahi chodu re Baba Ramana, nahi chodu re Baba Ramana, nahi chodu re Baba Ramana. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, dikhate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, dikhate ho Shri Gopal. Pura kate marte, bhagate heta Narasimha be. Pura kate marte, bhagate heta Narasimha be. Oh, pura kate marte, bhagate heta Narasimha be. Narasimha be. Ke kapir ko lake na pa, Prahlad udare anika ba. Lake na pa, Prahlad udare anika ba. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, kate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, kate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Nai chodu re Baba Ramana, 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 nai chodu re Baba Ramana. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, kate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, kate ho Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal. Mere patiya, mere patiya, mere patiya, kate ho मेरे पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल मेरे पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल मेरे पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल नाय छोड़ू रे बाबा राम नाम नाय छोड़ू रे बाबा राम नाम मेरी पतिया लिखाते हो श्री गोपाल Prahlad Maharaj ki Narasimha Deva ki
With this, the Lord calmed down. And with a big smile, he sat down. And at this moment, Lakshmi said, okay, now I'll go sit with him. And so Lakshmi sits on the lap of Narasimha. And then in that moment, anybody and everybody that came, Narasimha blessed. Whatever they wanted. If they wanted things of the world, he blessed them. If he wanted God, he blessed them. Whatever you ask Lakshmi, she would give you. You want money? Blessings. You want the Lord? Blessings. And in the same way, when you go up to Narasimha, you have a choice what you ask for. You can either ask for God, or you can ask for the world. And it's the same with the Sadguru. Any way you approach a Sadguru, the Sadguru will approach you back. But his teachings is about love. I was recently in Vrindavan, and I was speaking about the life of Krishna. And I took a small group there. And the first few days, we spoke about the mind. We spoke about the nature of reality. We spoke about karma and dharma. And everybody was taking notes. Everybody enjoyed it. And then on the third day, I started to talk about Krishna. I said, from today onwards, I'll speak about a little blue boy. He was born in a jail cell. He's fat. He lies. He cheats. He has curly hair. He's cute. Sometimes he does some things that are rated R. And then as I was speaking about Krishna, the notes started diminishing. Everybody was taking notes about karma and dharma. When I started talking about this little blue boy that lies and cheats, the notes stopped. And one of them came to me and they said, Swami, you know, the first 3 days were great. I took so many notes. I have a business. I'm going to use it to make my company more efficient, to make my employees more productive, to be more successful. But now you're talking about some little blue boy. He's even a little bit narcissistic. He wants everybody just to think about him. How is this going to help me? How is this helping me to be more successful, to be more efficient? And I looked at him and said, it's not. Do you think hearing about the story of little baby blue boy Krishna is going to help you to be more successful? It's not. Then he said, but why are you talking about it then? Because I said, does it not make you happy when you hear about this little blue boy? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Does it make you happy to hear about a blue boy? Okay, there we go. We're all a little bit crazy. I said, what can I do? When I hear my guru talk about this Krishna, when I hear him talk about Narasimha, it makes me happy. That's just how it is. That's what my Guru has taught me. That is what he has graced me with. I don't know what to tell you. And he said, well, in that case, if you stop talking about Krishna, then I could invite you to my company. We could get more people to come to your talks. We can do more things. More people will hear about the message. I said, but that's not what my Guru teaches. My Guru teaches never to let go of the name of the Lord from my lips. That my Guru teaches me about the grace of the avatars. I cannot let that go. If you like it, continue. If not, you can leave. And he said, okay. He packed his bags and he left. And I went to Guruji. I said, Guruji, this one person, he came and he left. He said that he didn't want to hear about the little blue boy. And Guruji started laughing. I said, Krishna's not going to make him successful. Krishna's not going to make him efficient. Krishna's going to give him love. And for him to experience that love, he has to let go of all of his attachments. And he said, do you think it's by random coincidence he heard about Krishna? Do you think it's by random coincidence he's here in Vrindavan? Do you think it's by random coincidence that you're here in Elmira with Narasimha? Being able to do Abhishekam on him? Being here for 24 hours praying and chanting his name? And Guruji said it was many lives that it was planned for him to be there. And he says, if he likes it or not, Krishna's grace will manifest in his life. And if it means that his whole world has to turn upside down, then that's what it's going to take. And so in the same way, when you're in front of the Lord, he is fire. When you're in front of the Sadguru, he is fire. If you ask for the world, he'll give you. If you ask for God, be ready for the purification. And that's what Narasimha teaches us. If we make that connection to Narasimha, we make that bond to Narasimha, he promises that he will do everything he can to make sure that ego is conquered and that love is awakened. It's up to us how we approach him. Jai Gurudev.